What's up, guys? This is Wilfred. In this video I'm going to talk to you about part-time jobs, opportunities and feasibilities. Basically, guys, I was just like you, let's say some years ago, and I was among those students who were willing to travel abroad and to continue their studies. My personal experience was when I went to Japan. As you saw previously on those pictures that I showed you in the beginning of the video, it happened to me that I sent a request to one of the students at the university that I wanted to go to study, where I was accepted. But unfortunately, I got my answer 5 years later. Yeah, it's true but sad. So what I'm trying to do in this video is to share with you some tips so you can get a little bit of an overview of what you are going to do, because I know that you have some questions, and what is it better than you having those answers. So in this video I'm going to let you know about only part-time jobs, nothing related to long-time jobs or any other opportunities. So I will first let you know about my experience, my personal experience. So along this video, I'm not going to give you some advices. No, I'm just going to give you one last advice at the end of the video, which I think is best advice ever. And why I'm not going to give you advice rather than share with you my personal experience, because if I share with you my personal experience, you will get some of my tips that worked for me, and I will share with you my difficulties also that I faced. And the main reason why I would not like to share with you any advice is because I found out that from a personal point of view, part-time jobs or any kind of job is relative to any individual. Like for some people, a job activity will be merely just to pay for his or her shoes. For some other person, the part-time job would be just for pay the rent of the month. For another person, it would be like, let's say, which is true, to feed his family or her family. So I'm not going to give you advice because I'm not sure really why you need a part-time job. But me, I knew, and I know why I needed it. This is why I'm going to share with you my experience. If I stand up, I'm not comfortable. Okay, so I'll start from the first semester. When I arrived in Albi at Adecco, I got in possession of my my credentials for the intranet portal. You get login, you get password, something like that, and you get a personal email, something like that. And a week later, I was surprised. I saw in my mailbox a letter from Adecco saying that a lady X is required a student Y for his or her son or daughter to help him or her in physics, mathematics, level. It depends what there was different kind of level. And what I did is that when I saw that first time, and I said to myself, hey, I'm interested in a part-time job. It's a very good opportunity and very pleasant to see that I can have access to part-time job possibilities, not even putting any effort in it. Like, they just put it in your mailbox, and the only thing that you have to do is just to write shotgun. Basically, shotgun is a word that is very popular among students. You will discover it when you arrive, or for those who are already there, you can already see that just saying shotgun basically means it's yours. Take an example. There's one barbecue places, and there are different students, like around 1,000 students. And on Friday, you particularly need that barbecue place to put to have your party. And what you're going to say is just shotgun barbecue on Friday 3 p.m. That's it. You don't need to write any letter. You don't need to write anything complicated. Just say shotgun, and all other students will understand it. The first who shotgun, the one got it. Overall, during the first semester, I couldn't make it because I have my schedule, which didn't really allow me to do such things. And what I end up to do is that I ended just to get focused on my study. And in the meantime, I was completing my master's degree in Ukraine. So I was quite busy. I didn't have enough time to do both or three of things, and I have also my group to participate in. So it was quite a little bit awful for me. And now I'm going to talk to you about the second semester, which is the moment that I got my first part-time job. And I'm going to let you know about what I did, my method, and my strategies. During the second semester, I I had a much more flexible schedule, and before getting to every, I was already focused on what I really wanted to do during that second semester. So I had my time for the my not very time, but my goal to get a part-time job, because I really wanted to develop my skills in informatics, because previously I worked in different sector of activities, which includes informatics, where I used to work as a technical software engineer. So my goal was to be able to get a part-time job which could get me enhance those skills that I learned, in order to not lose them forever. Having said that, I arrived in every at something like 6 a.m. in the morning, or maybe 7, I don't really recall it, but it was early morning. The first thing that I did, I remember clearly, is that I cleaned my room, although it was already clean, but I already needed to put my own cleanings. After cleaning my room, I sat down on my office, on my desk, because you have a desk, and I started to write my resume. I started to write my resume and write my resume until I thought, from my own opinion, that I got the right one. After having the right one, I started to use tools like Indeed. It's a website, and you can have all the application, also the application for your mobile phone. I used Monster. I think those are already popular, and you guys should have already known about it or heard about it before. I also use Jobetudiantnet, which is also a very popular website where you can have part-time job for students in France. And on top of that, there are tons of um, engine that you can use in internet to get part-time job. I think Google is the best. For example, I'm not really comfortable. Oh, okay, sorry. So having said that, I finished my resume and I target my sector of activity that I'm looking for internship, which is informatics. So I started to send my resume. And I didn't have really a lot of calls or a lot of opportunities to come for an interview. Then I started to say to myself something was wrong, and literally something was really wrong, because I didn't have a really good resume. So you have to make sure that you make a resume much more focused on what you are looking for. For instance, if you are looking for instance, me, if I was looking for a part-time job in informatics, however, I was showing on my resume that I have experience in aerospace, I have experience in informatics, I have experience in management, I have experience in, so it was kind of biases. So this is the reason why any recruiter who will get my resume will be confused and will not just spend or lose his time on my resume and just put it up aside. And I understood it, and I started to change my resume and make it much more focused. It was not easy, but I finally made it. For instance, if you like to have a job in a restoration, it should be focused. Don't mix it. Even though you have the highest diploma ever, make sure that your resume be focused on what you are looking for. It's very important, because you are saving time for your recruiter when you look at your resume, and you are enhancing your chance to be called. And once you have the opportunity to be called, that means they are interested in you already. They never call you if they just want to tell you hello. No, every time they call you, that means they read it, they find something in it that interesting, and they would like to know more about it. I recall a situation of mine that was called in Paris, I think 15 district, and the manager openly said to me, I couldn't really understand your resume. But what really caught me is the fact that you speak 4 languages, which is French, English, German, and Russian. What I'm really looking for is that you show me, explain to me how is your background related to informatics and what and on the offer that I'm offering. Then I understood that he already gave me the opportunity to explain myself. I tried. Although I tried, he understood that I was not really anchored in the informatic field. I could not make that interview successful. Hi, my legs, guys. I can't find another position. Okay, let's continue. So, after those struggles, I finally, before I even finally changed my mind, I have to admit you, I was very stubborn. I insisted that I really wanted a job, part-time job in that field of informatics. I even went to, you have an agency in France who can help you to get, they call it interim agencies. You like Adecco, Manpower, you have a lot of them out there. They can help you. You can just send them your resume. Sometimes they will even give you much more advice on how to make your resume better looking for the job that you are looking for. So they give you advices. They canalize you. They give you the right way to go. It's not always the best way, but it's already something that you didn't have in the past, and you can analyze it to make it better for you, which I did. And I ended up to work first time for a company called Ichirimia. Ichirimia basically is a company working as a subcontractor for the SNCF. SNCF, everybody knows, I hope so. It's anything related to train wear, high-speed train, RER, a lot of things, anything related to railways, traffic, I think is SNCF. So the company Ichirimia support SNCF in times of high peak of traffic, and they need support from agents like us to make the to welcome the passenger, because in Paris you have passenger coming every minute from all around the world, and to give them information. So my 2 goals were to welcome and give information, and in some special time we make the baggages. That means we take some baggage, the baggage of people, and put it somewhere else. That was my first mission. My first mission was at the airport Charles de Gaulle. I basically was in charge to take the baggage of people and put it into the bus, so that they just go to the place and sit correctly. And ahead of me were already other agents who will inform the traveler and say to them what was the alternative for them to get to their destination, because the SNCF was undergoing some work on the line. Therefore, the line was troubled. So my job was to put just the baggage in the bus, while some other agent will give information on the alternative path to get to their destination. That was my first mission. Okay, so why did I choose Ichirimia? Because although I could not enhance my informatic skills, I found out that I have a very good social interaction with people, and I have the language skills. So by working in such kind of atmosphere, I could in the same time help people by giving them the information, be satisfied by just looking at the face and find their face of describing the relief. Like, you know, when someone is lost and you give me the information, he's like, oh my god, thank you, you're so good. You know, it makes me a little bit much more happier also inside of me. In the same time, I was capable to use different kind of language by helping people. For instance, you can't imagine what it is to be from Russia and appear up in Paris, and you know nothing about France, but you just find out that your path, like I mean the transport that you were supposed to take is cancelled, and now you have to change it to another destination before reaching your destination place. That is very, 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 very bad. And what it makes to people is that it enhances their level of stress. Some people get demoralized. Of course, I got insulted times and times, a lot of times. Some people would think maybe it's me, the insincere. That is because of me that everything is not working. We receive a lot of insult, a lot of pressure from people, but you know it's part of the job, and I know that I have that skill already. I'm capable to work under pressure for a long time and be able to still be effective. So that's it. Oh my god, my leg. Okay. Okay, so I work for, I didn't have time, guys, to make that video. I'm so sorry. I'm going now to someone else, and to somewhere else. And so I said to myself, no, I must make that video. I have to do it today. Okay, so I work for Ethereum from April to June, and during that time, I had a very good schedule from every first thing first. So I was kept, and also in parallelly, the manager of Ethereum was also good. She was open to student, and she understood that we are student, because I was not the only student working there. You had different kind of people, French student, any kind of situation socially that you can imagine. We had it there. So my work was much more focused on Friday evening to Sunday lately at 10 p.m. Sometimes I will start working at 6 p.m. from 6 p.m. morning, from 6 a.m. morning, and stop it to, depends on my schedule. You understand me? Like sometimes I would play with my schedule. So while I was capable to propose my schedule, like I'm available from this to that. But the only thing at Ethereum that we had to follow is that once you said I'm going to be there, you must be there. That's it. So it was also discipline required. Although I ended to work on June, that was the time that we stopped, that the second semester stopped. I was already getting ready to go to vacation. So I got a call from Adecco, who proposed me to work as an airport agent. Basically, my job was supposed to be like, you know, when people are leaving the plane, was supposed to be the one that you meet and who will tell you which line you have to follow in order to cross the border. For example, let's say international passport, European passport, these kind of things. That was supposed to be my work. You know, guys, these are all part-time jobs. I'm not giving you, I'm not telling you about how did I get my internship, what are my goals for the future, how about to get job in France. I can't tell you that, but I can just tell you about my experience for part-time job. Now let's talk about the most important, and I think is the really most important for you also. We talk about salary. For all of you who have visa on your visa is written autorisé de travail. Basically, that means until you get an opportunity to work related to your education, or for any other employer who would like to increase your time limit, you are just obliged to work, I think it's 25 hours per week. That means you are just in the category of people who are going to work not at a very high salary. You have to bear it in your mind already. It's not a very big salary. I don't know how those people do for getting big money, but me, I know that as hard as I work, I just got paid this week at maximum. So you can start to make already your mathematical calculations, your physics calculations, your anything kind of calculation, and already start to have the overview of what it will looks like. Like, you know, I mean, sometimes, oh my god, my feet. Sometimes it will be like you will find out that what you're offering for the job is not enough for what they pay for you. You have to understand that you have to follow the rules, and they have also to follow the rules. My face is not there. Okay, I will end up this video by telling you guys only one advice, and I think is the only best advice that I can give you. If you really leave your country and you are looking for studies, guys, get focused on your studies. You will get much more better opportunities later on from your studies than if you just end up working all the time, part-time jobs. This is kind of running in the bag and hoping to fit in the truck. It's not possible. Well, just if you really can't study, pay your study, pay your accommodation fee, be able to live a happily student life, get friends, get acquaintance, any kind of things. I mean, and just focus to your studies until the end. You will get even much more better than the small money that you are looking for, part-time jobs, which require you much more energy than your studies. So, guys, this is the end of this video. I hope to see you in Albi soon. So, till the next video, see you in Albi. Peace.